Hello everyone, I'm Skratch and this video is brought to you by the makers of Dislyte. This is a sponsored video, so if you are looking to try out a new game, you like what you see on the screen and you want to help and support the channel, please download the game by using my link in the description down below. Dislyte is a turn-based hero collector futuristic fantasy game that combines all the elements of a gacha game with an amazing soundtrack, an interactive storyline and beautiful animation. The game is played in portrait mode, but let's jump straight into it and check the game out. This is the main interface. From here you're gonna be able to navigate through the entire game, but first let me take you guys to my new penthouse, my chill house. Here we have the bounty vendor. You're gonna be able to complete different bounties every single day. Right here at the top we have the war room. It's kind of like a forge. You're gonna be able to fuse relics, fuse espers, aka champions, that's how they're called in this game. At the Atlas, you're gonna be able to check the esper gallery and the story review, the lore. I've told you guys, if you're fans of anime, this is definitely the game for you. Jumping over to story mode, aka campaign, that's where progression happens, guys. We're gonna be able to level up our espers, put our hands on the very first relics, and move over to dungeons and slay every single boss we encounter. If we move over to a battle, we're gonna be able to see the formation, the loot, the enemies, and our squad. We're gonna be able to assign a captain to the squad, which will give us a bonus stat. Like for example, we have increases ally attack by 24% for all allies. We have multi-battles, kind of like an integrated auto clicker. We're gonna be able to do 10 of this in a go, and the good part about it is that while this runs in the background, we're gonna be able to play the game and do something else at the same time, which is absolutely amazing. The game has a stamina system, aka energy, and like any other turn-based game out there, of course, we have buffs, we have debuffs, we have support champions, damage dealers, healers, crowd control champions. One thing that I really appreciate at this game, not only the beautiful animations, but the ability to manipulate the turn meter, control the action points. I feel like this really allows us to create tons of different strategies, and speed doesn't decide everything. Some of these champions, aka espers, they have some amazing abilities. Like we have Anubis right here on the left side. He has one ability where if he's able to one-shot the mob, he's gonna clear the entire wave. He's gonna wreck everybody. One more thing that I really want to show you, if we're gonna go right here at Battle Guide, the game has elemental classes. We have Shimmer, Wind, Flow, Inferno. Shimmer is kind of like the Void affinity in Raid. Basically, the attackers belonging to a superior elemental class gain a 15% chance to trigger a crit, and they have a 50% elemental boon. Very important to make sure you're matching the right elemental classes to don't have any weak champions in your team. Now let's return at the battle. We can play it on up to 3x speed, manual, auto. If you're going on auto, you're gonna be able to enjoy more the animations, guys. Some of the champions, they have longer animations. I feel like it's kind of like their super skill. So let's use this Anubis skill. Can we actually wreck them? There we go. Ah, we didn't have enough firepower to one-shot them, but we got down the boss. So now we're gonna be done with this fight. At the end, for whoever gets the final blow, he's gonna get a chance to give us a flex. Like, there we go. Of course, he's gonna have to flex it a bit. Victory, we got our rewards. Let me quickly show you a bit the multi-battles. The auto clicker. We actually have kind of like a food system where you're gonna be able to auto swap the max level champions. The whole idea is that you're gonna be able to start the fight, and then you're gonna be able to go back to the game and just do something else in the meantime. Like for example, let's jump over and do a summon, guys. Right here at the echoes, one thing I really appreciate is that when you're a beginner, in the very first temple, you're getting a guaranteed legendary to start you off. Their drop rates are very transparent, another thing to appreciate. But let's do a 10 spin. DJ, spin that, drop the beat. I really like the animation on this. Love the vibrant colors. I'm a bit crazy with this sort of colors for some reason. And what are we getting? I think we got an epic. Yeah, we got an epic in here and a few rares. This is kind of like their summoning system looks like, guys. David, Changpu, Hallie. What else we got here? Jean, Valkyrie, and our epic. Who is it? Oh, damn. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a Hulk, huh? Taylor, aka Hercules. I really like how they're bringing out the names from different mythologies, and they're kind of like giving them this futuristic look on the characters, guys. We got a Hercules. Let's get out of here and do some more fights. Our multi-battles are still running in the background. You can always come over and check out to see that everything is under control. And if we return all the way right here and go to trials, guys, that's where you're gonna find the dungeons, okay? Sonic Miracle is the place where you're gonna be able to farm the essential materials for all of your espers. Right here we have the expeditions. You're gonna be able to do different ones every single day. The Infinite Miracle is kind of like a tower. It has 100 floors. You're gonna be able to collect rewards for every single floor that you beat. The main thing is that once you're gonna complete it and beat floor 100, you're gonna get a guaranteed legendary champion. Now, I haven't made tons of progression in here just yet, but I'm definitely looking to step up my game. Cube Miracle is kind of like the labyrinth style gameplay mode, guys. We're gonna be able to pick a path, select different opponents, get different rewards, collect different runes, revive, etc. Beat multiple levels of this and collect tons of rewards. Moving over to Ritual Miracle, that's where you're gonna find the dungeon bosses. That's where you're gonna farm your gear and most probably spend most of your time. We have 3 different bosses. I only have 2 of them unlocked at the moment. Each one of them gives you different gear. This one, for example, gives you attack gear, a 4-piece set that gives you a 30% increased attack on your character. But let's jump into it and do a quick fight. See how exactly it looks like it. You're gonna be able to select your squad, of course. How I mentioned, keep an eye on the elemental classes, guys. Each one of the boss has a different one, so make sure you're kind of like stacking up on the right ones. I'm kind of like in between at the moment, not doing that great. But while your multi-battles are running in the background, you are able to play this as well. This is one thing that I really love. A lot of times you're starting in a game like your multi-battles, and you cannot move from there, and it just gets boring because you're gonna have to stay and watch while you're doing the 10 fights or 20 fights. But here we are. This is on wave second. We're gonna fight some minions. The animations, they look pretty dope on some of these espers, 100%. What is very important is that you're gonna wanna improve your teams, create better strategies when you're fighting all these bosses, just to improve your team, beat it in a faster time, because how I mentioned, that's where you're gonna spend most of your time. But here we are racking this boss down. We have attack down on it. That crit hit pretty sweet. And we got hit. It hammered my entire team. I thought that we were gonna get damaged like badly, but seems like we managed to KO this boss as well. And give me that sweet precious loot, because that's why I'm here. Anubis coming in with a KO. And we got 2 different pieces of gear. Before we jump over to PvP, let me quickly show you the espers and what exactly we can do with them. You can see their total stats right here, check their abilities, equip relics and level them up. At growth, you have 3 different options. You have Ascension that goes all the way up to level 6. At Resonance is where you're gonna deal with the dupe champions and you're gonna be able to gain different attributes. And Advancement is the same very similar system like in Raid, guys. You're gonna level up the champion to max level and then you're gonna rank him up with fodders and repeat the process. Kind of like walk the dog. That's kind of like the way you're calling the system. You're gonna be able to upgrade their abilities as well. Let's jump over to PvP, guys. Enough with this talk. Arena is most probably going to be live. Arena is something that I haven't managed to try out yet. I wasn't able to find an opponent just yet. But if we're gonna move over to Point War, again, very similar with the Arena in Raid, you're gonna rank up in higher tiers by defeating different opponents. You're gonna have an arena shop from where you're gonna be able to purchase different goods. But let's look for an opponent that we can challenge. Honestly, my team is not very powerful. I'm not extremely fast. So if we're gonna manage to take the first turn, we actually might win the fight. If no, I feel like it could be pretty dangerous. But seems like we are going first so far. That's gonna be the second one right there. I'm gonna put it on auto for the sake of the video, guys. And let's see. Are we winning this fight? Seems like we are getting it. Anubis coming in. KO, baby. That's the ability that I was talking about. Right there. Guys, this was everything for Dislyte. If you enjoyed the game, if you wanna try it out, please download it by using my link in the description down below.